Well, here we are in my garage with my Lamborghini. Just kidding. Feel detached from modern society. I wanted to say, I feel detached from everything. Man used to be like the center of society, and now it feels like the average man has no say. So we are we don't matter as much. The average guy, it's just the people in power. But America was built on the labor of the average man, and now it's just he's been manipulated and he's been, how would you say, like bamboozled in a way. Like they just took everything good away from him, bro. And you don't think on these levels of these ideas that normal people don't think on these ideas and these beliefs that big business could influence the government and a whole half of half of the population to control and manipulate, to hold power over an average man's life. And but that's exactly what it does. Almost the politics of today have just construed everything and messed everything up for the opportunities of the average man. I didn't notice until people were talking about this. This is a big problem. I feel like what I do and what I say, it doesn't make a difference. It's almost like, and how hard I work doesn't make a difference. So it's like they've just pigeonholed me and put me in the corner like I'm no good. I can't do anything good. And I think people in power have lost touch with what really matters in America, and that's another big part of the problem. Like the government officials and big business influence have caused a lot of problems for the average American, even women, because the opportunities for the lower class people are dwindling, and the cost of living is crazy, and it feels like we're trapped in a circus, like a tourist spot. It's all been milked and we're all just looking for a crumb to get by on, and it's just ridiculous. I'm in that spot right now with tons of people just struggling, hoping for something good, working their butts off. I'm tired of it. I'm getting at the age where working hard doesn't pay off, and I'm getting older, where everything's starting to go. Don't no longer have the energy I once had, and I could see it's even worse. It's not even worth it. It's like you don't want to play a game that you can't win. Nobody wants to play a game they can't win. That's what it feels like. The game's been rigged against us, against modern man, and the average worker bee, and the 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 elite have caused the government to bow down and push all of this stuff that has messed up the country, which they were supposed to stand up for. But they live in lavish houses and lavish lives, rich people. So they don't know what it's like at the bottom. They need to go back down and live there because government officials are just messing up. The senators and all these people that are influenced by big business should not be influenced by big business, but I guess the banking system and big business elites run our country no matter what because this is a capitalist society. So it's always going to be that way, maybe. Just I'm tired of trying to work my butt off and getting nowhere. I'm realizing that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. We aren't meant to work all day, every day, for years at a time. There's a natural ability for some things, and it's not natural to be stressed out and working all the time, bro. I'm sorry to say, but they can push this work, hustle, grind culture however they want, but it's not a realistic way of living. It'll never be that, especially for people, older people like me. Older people in their mid 40s, or their mid 50s, that don't have much but want to get something. It's almost impossible, it seems like. I just seen a guy the other day. He was living in his car. He was out here, and and it seemed he's older, and I seen he's kind of struggling. I noticed he's been struggling, and so I thought I'd talk to him and say and we refer him to gig work. Say go do some gig work, man. And he was like, I went up and told him. I said, hey, yeah, I seen you out here. I've been out here off and on, and he's living in his car. So I was like, yeah. And I seen him struggling too. I seen him doing like day labor and stuff randomly on different days. I advised him to go do gig work, and he was like, no, my car eats too much gas, and he's done with the hustle. I'm not hustling around anymore. I'm too old for that. He said he was 67 years old. I was like, oh my God. I didn't say it like that, but I was just like, oh, all right, and he just dapped me up and he left. And I was like, oh my God, when I get 67, I don't want to be living in a car, not being able to barely survive. He couldn't even enjoy, like good meals, and it's like he wasted his whole life. He probably worked in construction, and then he couldn't do it for a while because he came too old, and now I don't know, he was a big guy. So anything but that. Just shoot me. Oh my God, that's a miserable living. Like you work your whole life just to be poor and living in your car. There should be some kind of payout, but I guess that's the downside of capitalism. The upside is you can win big and make tons of money if you're lucky. So it's a double-edged sword, it seems like. Capitalism can be great. It can be very bad for certain people. So I've tried a bunch of stuff, and now I'm just questioning my whole existence, and I'm trying to make something else happen. I gotta keep trying. I can't give up. So um, there's just been a lot of like problems thrown my way, and like people seem like they don't want me to be. They don't like me. People don't like me. They don't want me to be homeless in a car. They don't want you around them if you're struggling. They don't want you. They don't like you if you're not have a house, your kids. They don't like you. It seems like that type of vibe everywhere I go. Like I'm a single guy. I can't be that. I can't be single and I can't be happy. That's a crazy feeling when I go into places. I get this vibe like people are checking me and looking at me. Don't know why. I don't even know these people. Apparently, there's been somebody knows me and said something about me, but I don't know. I haven't tried to hurt anybody or do anything wrong. And it's crazy. It's just crazy people acting crazy. So it's hard to live your life when you got all these people shunning you and trying to shame you for some reason. I don't know. That's what it feels like. Can't prove it. It's like, there's like that little thing in the background, like vibes. You can read people and they're looking at you crazy, like there's something wrong with them. Or they're mad because they think there's something wrong with you. And it's just like this weird vibe, like people throw off when I come around. I'm like, I don't know what you're worried about. I'm not talking to you. I don't even know you. So it's weird. People judge you like automatically as a bad person if you're not doing as good as them. That's what it feels like. They look down on you. They try to shame you and ostracize you and assassinate your character. That's another thing. I feel like I got people stalking me for some crazy reason. I don't know, but I do know America right now is a crazy place to live in for an average man trying to survive. You can see a ton of foreign people coming over here too, trying to get by, and they're doing better than me. That's what's crazy. Foreign people can come here and do better than me. Right off the bat, they don't even speak English, and they're doing better than me. Got new cars and got tons of money and gold chains and all this stuff, and I'm just like chopped liver over here. I've been American my whole life. I'm just over here struggling, and they're looking at me like I'm stupid or something, and I'm like, well, I'm not over here selling drugs, and I'm not over here I'm trying to do the right thing. It doesn't pay. Doing the right thing doesn't pay in America, I guess. It's crazy, bro. That people have tons of money. How do you have tons of money? It's like, how do you make tons of money here? They're doing gig work, but they got brand new cars and gold chains. I mean, come on, bro. Nobody does gig work and makes that kind of money unless they're doing something else crazy. So it's unfair, bro. Life is unfair in America, and to make it anywhere good here, it's almost like you gotta cheat the system or cheat people or do something crazy or get a crazy break or hit the lottery or know somebody that knows somebody, and it never ends. It's just this constant struggle. It's so aggravating and frustrating, and I want to break through. I want to fight to get somewhere good. I want to succeed, and I don't know what's holding me back. I don't know. There's certain things I don't want to do. I mean, I'm not good at it, and I know that. I'm honest enough to admit that I can't go out there and be a great salesman. I think, and I can't. I don't think I could do that type of stuff. I don't think there's some work it just doesn't interest me. It's just not there. But I could do trading and make a ton of money. Maybe there's the potential. There's some opportunities, but it's just so hard to break into like these opportunities. You gotta like sit down for hours and hours. You don't have time. You're trying to live, bro. You're trying to live your life, and it's crazy. I don't like the way things are going, but what can you do? It's just middle-aged man in my 40s, or older man in my 40s, and there's not many choices, bro. There's not many choices in your 20s, so good luck trying to figure it out. It's a big goddamn to figure out what you can do good and where you need to go in life. It's like a freaking mystery ball. It's like a fucking jigsaw puzzle, like a riddle that you're trying to solve your whole life, and it's like know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm out. See you in the next.